Hey everybody, this is Temujin, just going to make a third video about this Kingdom Raid event, and here I hit a guy with about 3 million troops. His stats were a little bit stronger than mine. I don't know why I went ahead and hit him, but I wanted to test out this wounded conversion. You can see that wounded conversion is 164%. That's with my skill ability or talent, and also the little thing, the one they give you that you can click on and add to it. And here's a look at, of course, my troops that were killed trying to jam into 3 million troops. But this guy is impressive. He's got a little over 1,070,000 that was T10 infantry, and he's just got tons and tons of troops. So plowing through this guy was real tough for me to do with the number of troops that I had. Fortunately, with that wounded conversion, I didn't lose any troops. They all went into the hospital, and I was able to just heal them all up in about 2 hours' time. So 300,000 troops were healed up. This guy, Carmine, he's actually maxed out. I'm looking at his Redeemer equipment. He's got all epic level gems. And, man, he hit me one time. This is a guy that cost me almost 1 million troops. It was fun to play, and then, of course, you got to dodge these guys and try to avoid them at all costs, but he's pretty strong. I mean, we'll look at his stats here in a second, and, he's got a relic, and anyway, he hit several of our guys, and he did some pretty good damage to us. Let's see where he got me. That's where I got hit. Basically got hit twice in this event, and then jammed my troops into a guy once. But you're able to recover most of that. There, I lost 940,000 troops. The guy's got 1,400% stats on the troop stats, 3,200 on the infantry, and over 3,000 on the other levels. Maxed out level 70 dragon. I mean, whenever he hits you, you're done for. So that was not a pleasant experience getting hit by him. Whenever you do lose in another kingdom, it sends you back to your kingdom. And if your spot's not available, you get teleported out into just a random spot of your kingdom. Here we're looking at the different features in the Kingdom Raid. And actually, this is right at the end of the event. All the resources you collected, which I wasn't able to collect much because I kept getting hit. But you can see I collected 3 million silver. I can click and give that to somebody. Here I got my own name clicked, but you can click on it and do the slide bar. And I'm not real sure how they came up with the numbers, but if somebody lost a lot, you would actually be able to give them a lot. So I guess it's people that lost a lot. If you wanted to, you could recover their resources. But in my opinion, you should have shielded. Therefore, we're probably not going to share. And just to kind of review everything as far as the raid feature, you click over in the top right, and then you've got these 4 or 5 items. The resurrection coin lets you immediately take troops out of the hospital. The raid teleport, as stated in the last video, you need several of those to teleport around. March speed ups and the enemy skirmisher. We'll discuss that in just a second. But what you do is you come over here to, after you purchase them on the left side, you come over here to the assign resources. And you click on who you want to give them to, and then you would assign those to whoever you would like to give those to. The sworn enemies, these are the people that hit you the hardest. You can see troop kills as well as resources taken, and you need that enemy skirmisher to be able to locate them. So it'll cost you some of those Kingdom Raid coins in order to be able to locate those guys. Kingdom Hospital, you can see 2.5 times your normal hospital capacity, so you may want to boost up your hospital capacity. That way you got less troops that actually die in this event. And then the last thing is what we just recently covered. Here you can see I've already collected my goods. If you hit collect, it goes, take all those resources and put them into your own inventory, into your own resources, but you can exchange and give those away if you'd like. But anyway, I hope that helps, guys. Hope it makes everything a little bit more clear for everybody. If you've got any questions,